there's this idea that caring about what other people think about you is wrong and it's bad. There's this, it's pretty common in the modern day, I'd say, that that's a bad thing, right? And I like to respond to them when people say that kind of thing is like, you exist because your ancestors cared about what other people thought about them because they had the brains to be like, oh yeah, well, if I don't satisfy the leader of our tribe, then we're going to be kicked out, or killed or whatever. And that is true. I mean, when you think about it, like in the workplace, if you don't put in your hours, whatever, I don't want to have like a 9 to 5 job or anything, but you do that and you get fired. A better example would be like YouTube. You'd fucking do some shit and you, you know, get canceled or whatever. You fucking fall off the face of the earth, right? So I think it's a really stupid argument. I, those are very specific examples, but people more use it in like social, you know, situations where it's like, a couple of guys and they're just, messing with a kid or some shit, right? Which I've been through this like 100 times at this point. And it's not, it's not really like the low quality people you want to listen to. It's the high quality people. It's the people that really seem to care and seem to be, you know, you have intertwined destiny. I don't know what to say, but that's a really good way to put it, I'd say. Sometimes even your family's opinion can matter. I mean, it's not always, especially like certain people that maybe you don't trust in your family or like you have a bad history with or something. Maybe their opinion doesn't really matter, right? But if it's an actual trusted family member, I'd say their opinion probably matters, right? You know, especially if it's about a mistake they've made already. That's definitely where it is, I'd say, most important to listen to their opinion. But just remember about this one. Um, if your parents or an adult's trying to give you advice and you want to be more successful with them, probably don't take their advice because their advice is probably bullshit, um, about certain things. So, especially like college being the only way to be successful, I fucking hate that advice. It's terrible. If you're a smart young man, you should probably be an entrepreneur. You would be much better off financially as an entrepreneur than as anything else, really. There's nothing that can make you that much money. Nothing. Nothing comes close. Not even CEO, unless you and then invest in other things, then sure. But nothing is going to make you that much money than being an entrepreneur, basically. Um, and I think another person's opinion who definitely matters is like your girlfriend, for example, right? Like her opinion probably matters, right? But you also want to be careful with that because when it comes to relationships, listening to what she says versus what she does is very different. If she's telling you, oh, he's just a friend, and then she's going to like hang out with him alone, like then you're probably like, yeah, okay, maybe he's not right. So there's also that aspect of it, but it's also kind of the same guy thing with like with guy friends because sometimes maybe they're not really your friend, so they'll say things for you to do, but they don't really treat you like a friend. So there's also that part of it, right? So it kind of is both like that with guys and girls, depending on your dynamic with them. But I would say it definitely matters the opinion of other people. I think it really does. It has to be the high quality people though. It can't be these like low quality like they fucking I don't know, take drugs and like just those kind of people, right? Their opinion probably doesn't matter at all or as much as like the really high quality people that you trust in your life. Those people you probably value really highly, and their opinion probably matters a lot to you, as it should. Um, but man, the fact that we live in a world where people think the opinion of others doesn't matter is so stupid. And even opinions about yourself, because let me tell you right now, if I didn't get on self improvement and go to the gym and do all this, right? Who knows what I'd look like? Who knows how I'd act? Who knows who I'd be, right? Who knows? Well, I do, actually. I know exactly who. I'd probably be sad, still pretty fat, um, it just really awkward, socially anxious kid, probably. And I probably wouldn't have the confidence to grow the facial hair out. I always talk about this people where like, most people don't have their confidence to wear it in high school, but I'm like one of the only people who does it. Um, at least in my grade, I think. So it's it's things like that where it's like I know my younger self too well. Oh, I'm tired. It's like 12 a.m. So I understand why I'm tired, but I'm just recording videos because I was like, why not? And I know my younger self too well to know that I would not have made positive changes to my life if I hadn't found Hamza's videos and Bruno's videos and all them motherfuckers, right? I absolutely just know for a fact that I would not have made positive changes to my life whatsoever. I would have stayed the same person, really, I think. I would not have made positive changes to my life. I would have stayed with the bad habits, the lack of romance, the lack of trust in people, the lack of respect from other people. I know I would have done that because that's exactly who I was. And that's what not caring about what other people think does to you is you become this person that's so, at bay with themselves, but at the same time they're coping in their head and they're thinking, yeah, you know what, I'm not really happy with myself, but they don't know what to do because, well, they're conflicted by listening to other people and listening to themselves. And most of the time they're going to listen to themselves. So it takes a certain person in your life to smack you in the face, to kick you while you're down, to make you understand that. And I think that's what Hamza did for me, and hopefully that's what I'm doing for you. Not literally kick you down, obviously, but while you're at your low point, to tell you why you're at your low point. And that's what makes you realize that you're at a low point, right? Even if you might be aware of it, they let you know more. And so caring about what they think about you, ooh, it's there. I don't think there's anyone more important to think in your head. I should care about what they think. There's probably nobody more important to consider in that thought. Nobody more important. So just want to leave you guys with a message. Do what makes you stronger, not what makes you feel good. See you guys.